Welcome back to The Right Gun. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Help me grow this channel and the community, and the best way to do that is to like and leave a comment. Today I'm super excited to be shooting the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 series in 380. And because this is a smaller pistol and chambered in 380, I even got the wife out to shoot it, reluctantly, but she came out to shoot it. And I'm really happy she did, because let's be honest, a gun like this is marketed towards the women who are looking for an everyday carry option. And so I really thought it was important to get her opinion. Now, she wouldn't say it on camera, but she gave me a bunch of notes, and we'll relay those while we're shooting. You see here the 12-round magazine, and now the flush fit 10. The 12-round magazine really lets you get a lot of purchase on there, but it makes that handle stick out just a little bit. But this is a small gun, so aesthetically it just kind of looks funny with that 12-round magazine. However, with that extended magazine, sometimes pistols and grips, you can feel that magazine move. I will tell you that that 12-round extended magazine in there is solid, so you can get a good grip on it. But speaking of the 12-round magazine, we did have a little bit of issues with it. We'll talk about that later, but here is a good size comparison between the Glock 42 and this Bodyguard 380. So I did a little freeze frame right here so we could look at the width comparison. I wish I would have gotten it from the back to do a little bit more of a width comparison from the back end, but in my opinion, the slide on the Smith & Wesson is a little larger, but the grip module is more ergonomic and a little bit slimmer. I don't know if that makes sense, but that was my feel of the gun. Now for my wife's thoughts. My wife had trouble manipulating the slide on the Bodyguard 2.0. It was very tight. It was a harder racking gun. She did not have the same troubles with the Glock 42. Ergonomics, obviously, she thought the Bodyguard 2.0 felt a little bit better than the Glock, but she liked kind of the heft of the Glock. She thought the Glock felt heavier in her hand, and that controlled a little bit more of the recoil, and you'll see her shoot those side by side. But in full disclosure, my wife has shot the Glock 42 multiple times and has shot more Glock handguns. This is the first time shooting the Smith & Wesson, so she was more comfortable with the Glock platform. And here's a quick size comparison of the Glock magazine versus the Smith & Wesson magazine. You can see that they are virtually the same size. However, obviously packing 10 rounds instead of 6 rounds is beneficial. Now, since everybody knows I love Glock, I will say the Terran Tactical +2 extension on there, pretty darn good. So if you're looking to get at least 8 rounds out of the Glock 42, you have an option. And that is obviously the flush fit 10, so you have a tad bit of pinky overhang, but not too bad. All right, enough talking. Let's get this thing shooting. My wife is up first. Now, she is not a shooter. She's doing this out of the goodness of her heart, so please be kind. For her part, she said she noticed the recoil, but it was not unpleasant. And even though this was the first time shooting the gun, on the last round here, you will see her raise it up and do a headshot on the target. So that meant that she was having fun, comfortable with the firearm that she had never shot before. So that's a good thing. And this is her shooting the Glock 42, just 5 rounds for comparison. And at the end, you'll see her go for a headshot again. She has a strong German heritage, so the vindictive streak is wide. That's why I don't make her mad. And really quick, we're just going to see her shooting both guns at the same time so you can see the difference in handling and recoil. Could only get 11 in this magazine. That's supposed to hold 12. And this did cause some issues. You will see that when I put in the magazine, rack the slide forward, it does not go completely into battery. I'll chalk this up to being unfamiliar with this pistol. First time I've ever shot it. However, it could also very well be the fact that I could not get 12 rounds in there. That 11th round was incredibly tight, and so the slide may not have been able to dislodge that top round and put it into the feed ramp. Again, more than willing to chalk this up to my inexperience with this gun. However, if I had this problem and it was a rental gun, then I'm sure other people have experienced this problem. So just noting that. Again, I'll just note, noticeable recoil, but not unpleasant. Fits well in the hand, so it absorbs a lot of the recoil. All right, you'll see me do some strong hand, weak hand here, but my overall impression and recommendation of the gun is, yes, this is a good platform. You will need to break it in. The Bodyguard series is known for reliability, but this 380 is relatively new on the market, so there might be some bugs that gets fixed with the next generation of pistols. But again, if you have a weaker grip or a woman is looking at this gun, take my wife's heed in that make sure you can manipulate the slide before you purchase this weapon. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, and we'll close out with 3 rounds from the Glock 42.